Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How is everybody today? It's just little old me this morning, and as you can see, I'm at home this morning, and there's lots of hustle and bustle going on down at the yard today. So I am doing my open table tea and toast from home this morning. So, has everyone got a cup of tea or a cup of coffee? Now, I'm not having tea or coffee. I've had 3 coffees already this morning, so I'm on the squash. So anyway, Wednesday, it's that hump day, isn't it? How are we all feeling? I thought this morning, first of all, I would speak a little bit about internal weather and how we check on people's internal weather. Now, I wonder if any of you know what that means. Morning, Laurel. Laurel's here joining me again this morning. You okay? Good. That's good to hear. Hope you're having a good Wednesday so far. So, internal weather, what does that mean to you guys? Does anybody know? So, when we talk about internal weather, it's a really nice way of being able to check how people are and how they're feeling. And it's just a really nice way of checking in with people. So, we describe our feelings as our internal weather. So, my internal weather today, I would say a little bit turbulent, a little bit stormy. I find for me, my mornings are so manic with getting the children up ready for school, getting them fed, watered, dressed, and out the door so we get to school on time, can be a little bit manic. So I often feel my days start off quite turbulent, a little bit as though there's a storm a brewing. And then once I get that first part of the day out the way, and then it starts to calm down a little bit, and then I can start to see a bit of sunshine through the clouds, and it all starts to brighten up a little bit. And then perhaps as the day goes on and it's time to collect the children from school, then it may become a bit turbulent again. So have a think. How would you describe your internal weather today? It's a really lovely way of asking people their internal weather and checking up on how people are doing, or sometimes people find it hard to express maybe they're not having a great start to the day, or they're not had a great day, or they're not feeling great. And sometimes by just asking how's your internal weather is a really lovely way of finding out how they're doing. So I wonder, Laurel, what's your internal weather like today? How are you feeling? I wonder. We'll see in a minute if she lets us know. But yeah, have a think about that. It's a really nice thing to think about and can set the mood for the day. And it's a really good indication if you check your internal weather in the morning and then in the evening. See how the day's changed. So Laura said, you don't know what you're feeling yet. Is it too early in the morning to tell? And that's okay. Perhaps check your internal weather at the end of the day and see how your day's been. So yeah, moving on from internal weather, I might do that every morning actually, just check our internal weather. Like I said, it's a really lovely way to set you up for the day and see how you're feeling. So Wednesdays are our just living day. So we talk about all things, what's relevant going on in our lives, and something I thought we'd talk about today, which I feel at the moment is really quite relevant, is money worries. Now, it's a real funny time at the moment, isn't it? There's so much going on, so much uncertainty, so many worries with various things. Obviously the main thing being this global pandemic we're currently going through, and that brings a lot of uncertainty. Put my teeth back in. Uncertainty, as lots of people's jobs potentially could be on the line at the moment. And I think, as I've said a few times before, I think we're in for a real few scary months ahead, perhaps even longer. Now, I think one of the hardest things you can deal with is having money worries. I don't know about you guys. For me, That's the sort of thing that makes me unable to sleep at night, or, you know, makes my anxiety sort of turned on to the max. Because as much as we don't want it to, sort of money makes the world go round, doesn't it? And we need money to pay our bills, to pay our rent, to buy food, to clothe ourselves, to clothe our children. So at the moment, it's a real worry. And it's also a subject that I think sometimes people struggle to talk about. Perhaps you feel embarrassed that perhaps, you might be facing money struggles, or you feel you have no one to turn to talk about that sort of thing. Perhaps if you're the main breadwinner in your family or in your household, it's a huge pressure having to be the one to sort the finances out. So it's a real issue at the moment, I think, for a lot of people. And that's something that we want to start talking about at the yard. And what I want to start doing on some of these tea and toasts is having that forum to speak about the worries that we may have, and the difficulties and the uncertainties that we are all going through currently. Now, what we want to do is start on some of these sessions getting some money expert people in, and money management, and perhaps debt management, and actually linking you guys up with some people who are the experts and who will be able to give us those tips and those hints, and just perhaps a structure or a pathway to follow if we are going through money worries or struggles at the moment. And it's a really important thing to talk about, I think, as it can really bog you down. And yeah, just it's just a huge concern, a huge worry. So over the next weeks and months, we are going to be getting some money experts in, and we are going to be getting people in who can help you with this. So if you would like to come to one of those money management sessions, and perhaps you think, yeah, I'd actually really like to come down and speak to someone, then as I've mentioned lots of times, the way to book into my tea and toast sessions are, you can either email us, and that's at theyard@communitycourtyard.org, or you can give us a call or a text on 07 925 730 772. Or, of course, you can always message us on our social media platforms, whether that be Facebook or Instagram, and we will get you booked in for one of those sessions. And if you'd rather just watch it online, of course, like I've said before, all of these sessions will always be online as well. So if you feel more comfortable in the space of your own home, then that's not a problem either. So what I thought I'd do this morning is, I was having a little look online this morning and just looking at different things regarding money worries and things like that. And I found some really nice quotes that I thought can just help alleviate a bit of the worry, or is just a nice thing to hear when we are having these concerns and worries at the moment. So these are some quotes that can help you worry less about money. So I'm going to read these out to you and let me know what you think. So the first one is from Coco Chanel. There are people who have money and people who are rich. That's an interesting one. So that's Coco Chanel, the fashion designer. The second one, there's no money in poetry, but then there's no poetry in money either. So that's Robert Graves, who is a poet. The next one is, wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. And that's by Epictetus, who's a thinker. Number 4 is, don't let making a living prevent you from making a life. And that's John Wooden. I think some of these are quite thought-provoking, aren't they? Just make you think, Number 5 is, don't gain the world and lose your soul. Wisdom is better than silver or gold. And that's by Bob Marley. I like that one. Okay, number 6 is to have money, it seemed, was to be consumed by money. And that is by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who's a novelist. Number 7, anybody who thinks money will make you happy hasn't got money. That's by David Geffen. I like that one. Anybody who thinks money will make you happy hasn't got money. Number 8, the more of it one has, the more one wants. That's by Benjamin Franklin. Number 9 is mo money, mo problems. And that's by the Notorious B.I.G. And number 10, don't make money your goal. Instead, pursue the things you love doing and then do them so well that people can't take their eyes off you. And that's by Maya Angelou. That's a lovely one. So number 11, fear of death increases in exact proportion to increase in wealth. Ernest Hemingway, that one. Number 12, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. That's by Henry David Thoreau. Then 13, it is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. That's by Gandhi. I like that. And the last one is dogs have no money. Isn't that amazing? They're broke their entire lives, but they have got through. You know why dogs have no money? No pockets. And that one's by Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah, I like those. So yeah, just 14 little quotes there. So Laurel said that she likes number 4 and 5, and you like the one by Gandhi, Laurel. They're just a little bit thought-provoking, aren't they? I think, speaking on my own personal opinion, we all can get so caught up in the monetary side of things. And, you know, don't get me wrong, we do need money. Yeah, Laurel like Gandhi. We do need money just to live and to get by. But it's very easy to get caught up in the sort of, you know, keeping up with the Joneses, and it becomes very hard to get out of that cycle. I think it's really important to think about what we have got as opposed to what we haven't got. And I know sometimes that's really hard, and it's not always, sometimes easier said than done. But yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? Yeah, I'm just thinking, you know, I think these Wednesday money management sessions that we're going to do are going to be really, really helpful for loads of us, myself included. You know, we're going to talk about things like being on a budget, how's best to manage your money, how to deal with debt in the best way possible, because lots of people are really struggling to keep their head above water at the moment, and it's a sensitive topic and not one that a lot of people like talking about, and sometimes that therefore causes the problem a lot of people bury their heads. And so we need to talk about it because it's just so important. So Laura's just said, I need money to survive, but I don't like the idea of money. Absolutely. That's really, really true. We do need money to survive. Money makes the world go round, like I said earlier, but it's then when it becomes a greed of money, I guess. I think a lot of us feel like that, Laurel, to be honest. It's a difficult time at the moment, and yeah, we all need to try and pull together and help out each other where and when we can. So yeah, that's it for my little mini tea and toast this morning. So tomorrow I'm going to be back down at the yard, and I'm being joined by Alex from the Northampton Community Foundation tomorrow. So I'm really excited about that. She's going to tell us all about the work that they do. And yeah, I don't know an awful lot about the Community Foundation. So I'm really looking forward to finding out some more and speaking to Alex and hearing all about what they do. So if you want to join us tomorrow, we'll be online around 10:30ish. And if you wanted to come down to the yard, you can ring us or text us or email us and book a place. So yeah, just a little mini one this morning. But thank you all for joining me. Thanks, Laurel. It's good to chat to you this morning. Hopefully I'll get to speak to you again tomorrow. I hope you all have a great day. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. We're halfway there to the weekend. So whatever you're doing, have a great day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.